This is the story of the Qatar Airways case. In 2020, a horrifying event at Doha's International Airport made headlines around the world. 5 Australian women were in transit at the airport when a newborn baby was found abandoned in a bathroom. The women were returning home after a long flight and were looking forward to getting off the plane and going through security. But as they made their way through the airport, they were stopped by airport security, who accused them of stealing the baby. The women were forcibly removed from their planes and taken to a separate terminal, where they were strip-searched and their luggage was confiscated. The women were then held in a small room for several hours without any food or water. They were eventually released and allowed to board their connecting flights home. But this wasn't the end of the story. The 5 women have now filed a lawsuit against Qatar Airways and other entities involved, alleging that they were victims of sexual assault and battery. The case has sparked outrage and calls for justice for the women involved. What do you think? This is the breaking news you need right now. These women have since come forward with a lawsuit that includes claims of assault, false imprisonment, and negligence. They allege that the searches involved unlawful physical contact and the psychological damage has been deep, ranging from depression to post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. The lawsuit names 3 major parties: Qatar Airways, the Qatar Civil Aviation Authority, and Matar, the airport operator. The road to justice hasn't been easy. A lower court initially dismissed the case against Qatar Airways, claiming the airline couldn't be held responsible for the actions of the Qatari government authorities. But the women appealed, and in a major victory, Australia's federal court overturned the dismissal, ruling the lawsuit can move forward against Qatar Airways and Matar. However, the court also ruled that the Qatar Civil Aviation Authority has immunity from being sued, at least in this court's jurisdiction. So what's next? At the center of this case is a crucial question. Could Qatar Airways staff have stopped this from happening? The women argue that airline employees were present, or at least aware, and did nothing to intervene. If true, that could make the airline liable for failing to protect its passengers from harm inflicted by others. This case could set a legal precedent about what responsibility airlines carry for their passengers, even when foreign governments are involved. As of now, the lawsuit is moving forward. The women are seeking compensation for the physical and emotional trauma they endured. Qatar Airways has yet to publicly comment on the latest developments in court. This is a story that will continue to be followed. What do you think? Should airlines be held accountable for the actions of foreign officials? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and do you forget to like and subscribe for more stories that matter.